Guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna learn to move the spider freeze to the headstand. In this case I'll be using the half spider because I think it's cool, but whatever, you can actually use the same method to do the full spider basically. So let me explain this move. It's very simple. Obviously I'll put a link in the description so you understand how to do those spider freezes. They're very simple, and you have to have the headstand down obviously, otherwise it's going to be very hard for you. We actually use the frog freeze a little bit in this move. So what I'm first going to do is simply do that half spider. So I'm going to put my leg on my arm, push and hold this, right? That's a spider freeze right there. The full spider is basically where you use both. In that case you just move your lower legs to the side to get in the frog freeze position, and from there you go on your head. So that's very simple, but I like to explain that half spider because it's kind of cool how you use this, right? So from that little spider freeze I'm actually going to do the same thing again. This time I make sure this leg's actually in like this. So from this little spider freeze I like to use this thread. Obviously you don't need it. I've seen people just jump into this move. It's up to you how you use it, but basically you put your leg on your arm, you put your leg in this time, and now we're going to push like this, right? And now here's the trick. This leg, I'm going to try to push it under like this, and at the same time lean forward. But if your leg drags from the floor, don't worry so much about it, right? Make sure your bottom of your shoe hits the floor. If your soles of your shoe hit the floor, they are actually meant for grip, so they actually stop the process. So when you touch the floor, make sure the bottom touches, but it's even better of course if you don't touch the floor at all. And you also lean forward. If you did it correctly, you sort of get into a one-legged frog position more or less, right? So let's take a look for the little spider freeze. I'll just go, pull this leg in and under, and at the same time I'm leaning forward. So from here, right, leg goes under, lean forward like this. See how I'm actually more or less in this position? So from this part all you have to do is put your head down and do a headstand, for instance, right? I'm just telling you a way. You can do many things. You can actually from this position simply push up to a handstand or an invert or whatever move you like, right? So it's not the handstand, the headstand is the easiest way obviously, but you can do many things. You can just drop into a freeze and go to power moves, etc, right? So that's actually all there is to it, guys. You pull, well, you do a spider freeze however way you go into that, right? I do like to roll like that because you can jump into it, whatever. From sitting you can do it, from footwork you can do it. You make sure this leg is in, or if it's here, make sure it's turned in. Then what you do is you push and make sure your leg goes under and you lean forward. See how I can just do stuff from there? But in the case of the headstand, you sort of want to make sure you go in a straight line. And then just put your head on the floor and do some dope, well, whatever you want. You can do a head spin, you can do a dope freeze from there, you can do whole combos from there. It's up to you a little bit. So let's take a look how I do that, right? From any move, or maybe I'm on my back for some reason, right? Just do this little thread, which I like to do. Go, right? Push under, go on my head like that, and hold that freeze. So that's all there is to it actually. Obviously it really helps if you you need to have the spider freeze down, so check out the tutorial if you need to. You need to have the headstand down, check out the tutorial, and never hurts to practice this frog freeze. This is a very simple freeze, but as you can see you can quite easily use it as a basic. See you next time.